Welcome to the channel, everyone. Model Car Guy Rich here. Thank you all for stopping by. Today I've got an unboxing of the MPC Country Dodge Charger. It's 1969 Charger RT 125 scale, and it is kit number MPC 878M/12. And this kit was released by round 2. South Bend, Indiana, blah blah blah. Here we go. December 8th of 2021. So this kit's been around a while. I picked it up the other day at a local hobby store. That was the price. I thought that was a decent deal. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into this one. Have two different wheels, it looks like. These are the very sought after ones to make this car like that famous orange one that we all know. Simple something. Single or dual carburetor, brush bar, Toro thrust and vector wheel options. So those are your torque thrust, not Toro. It's a Q on the end there, so it's torque thrust and vector wheels. Roll cage. Oh, okay, so this is the French language here. That's why I didn't understand what they were saying there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get into this one. It's an MPC kit. We'll see how they do on this one. I was just talking to a good friend of mine. He was telling me one of his first cars, well, his very first car was an Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser. He bought it for $100 back in the day and drove it. And then his second car was a '69 Charger, which I thought was awesome. So let's go ahead. I felt I should just come in, and he just left actually from my house, and I'm going to come in and do an unboxing on this. And there's the green. That's pretty cool. Looks like the body's molded in black. And here we go. Alright, so just like the previous unboxing I did on the '68 Charger, this one has some serious mold line issues right here. Those are definitely going to be need to be sanded down. Some scuffs on the body, gonna have to clean that up. Body itself is almost identical. Obviously the only difference really is the front and the rear, but of the plastic parts they're almost identical. This one has the valance molded in, whereas the '68 it was a separate piece. Body's got decent thickness on it. It says 2017 on the printing. But what did I say? When did it come out? Did I say? Oh, it's on the bottom of the box here. 2021. So it's an obvious reissue. I'll have to look up and see when the original '69 Charger was released. I don't know if that's broken or if it's meant to be two pieces. I'll look into that when we get into the instructions. Very nice, very nice. Here's the interior bucket with the rear seat molded in. A lot of injection pin molding marks, injection pin marks on the interior. We'll be able to hopefully clean them up a bit. Here's the engine compartment with the wheel wells molded right into it. The plastic on here actually feels pretty good. This is a decent thickness on this one. It's not real flexible. So they did a nice job there. Thank you, MPC, in round 2 for that. Details are there. Not the greatest. They're a little bit weak, but they're there. Alright. Here's some chrome bits. Front grille and the rear bumper, looks like, are the main parts. Really? The vector wheels are chrome, guys. That's funny. Alright, so we'll be changing that around. Have to dechrome them and paint them up nice. You could leave them that way if you want, but I prefer to have them a different way. This, I think, is the gas cap. There's the rear bumper. Or is that the front? No, yeah, the rear bumper. The front bumper's molded into the grille. And we have some valve covers. They look like 426 Hemi valve covers. Here's the alternator, 2 carburetors, a license plate that says charger, and this little gauge here looks like a RPM gauge. Alright. Oh, surprised me. There's the other set of wheels is on the bottom there. Those are the torque thrust, or as I affectionately call them, the Toro thrust. Alright, those are nice. I don't think the Lawnmower Company had anything to do with them, but you know what I mean. Alrighty, put that there. Here are the tires. They are decent. I like them. Looks like all four standard same size tire for front and the rear. Tread pattern is pretty basic, but it is there. Feels nice. They're a little bit on the solids type of tire. They're not real squishy. And it says Goodyear on the top here, and polyglass around the rim. Alright, that's for that. Alrighty, so here are the tail lights. Nice clear red there. They look like they have, well, one of them has a pin to insert it into that hole, I'm assuming, and the other one looks like it's broken off, so we'll take care of that. Here's the windshield, which has a couple of scratches on it, or it might be dust. No, it's just some dust on there. And then the rear window, so no side glass at all, no vent window unless there's another. Oh no, the vent window is attached to the windshield. I missed it. So okay, that's cool. And next we have the final bag of parts. So this is gonna be a quick one, guys. Wow, not a whole lot of parts count on this one. I don't know if it said it on the box or not. If it did, I missed it. Here's the hood. This hood is very similar to the other one, although this one has hood pins molded into it, and I don't believe the 68 Charger had those on there. Here's a one-piece dashboard, where the 68 model kit, which was a Revell kit, had two separate pieces for the dash. Here's a steering wheel, and these things, I have no idea what these are. Part number 65. They almost look like grill inserts, but I'm really not sure about that. You know, like the headlight covers. So we'll look into that in a minute. And then this thing, part number 6, just a chunk of plastic. Might be a console door lid. Okay, ready? Here are the seats. Decent looking. Seat belts are molded in. That's cool. Here's a tiny little firewall for this gigantic sized car. And exhaust in the rear end all molded together as one piece along with the drive shaft. Some wheel backings. Look like they're all the same size. Two little tailpipe tips. I think that's what these are. I'll find that out more on the inside. Here's the console. So that's not a door. This is the actual console here. Oh yeah, it is. That one piece is the door pad, or the lid for the console that'll go there. Here's the intake manifold for the single carburetor. Two different distributor caps. Some heads. And this little box. And what appears to be the steering gear box. I don't know what this little box is. That is, part numbers are really hard to read on this one. They're very fine. Goes this way. Okay. Radiator core support. Real tiny little radiator. Roll cage for the interior. Another piece of the roll cage. And the push bar for the front, which needs to be cleaned up a bit. And then the engine block with the transmission. Air cleaner, two different air cleaners. Okay. Fan belt and pulleys, battery, oil pan, oil cover, timing chain cover, stock exhaust manifolds. Kind of nice looking. Actually, those look more like header manifolds. They're not really the stock looking exhaust. Here's the dual carb intake manifold, 4-bladed fan, and this, I believe, are parts for the roll cage. And that's it for parts, guys. I lied. There's one metal axle. So we'll go ahead and do the instructions first because they're right here. It does not seem like there's very many instructions. The beginning, before you assemble the model, nothing whatsoever on the car. Talks about flash and test fitting your parts. Here are the turbine wheels and the torque thrust wheel. Vector, not turbine, vector. I gotta remember that. Here's the engine going together. You have two options for your carburetors. Putting in a distributor cap. Boom, flip it over. We're putting the tires on. Okay, those two things I thought were exhaust tips are the two front wheel pins. Okay, so that mystery solved. This thing, B, number 36, they don't give a name for what it is. I'm assuming it's some kind of vent. I don't know exactly its purpose, but that's that. Here's battery, two different air cleaners depending on what carburetor setup you have. Radiator support. Yep, there's that Z bar looking thing that's the top of the roll cage. There's the lid for the console. That is a tachometer. And we're good there. Putting your push button. Yep, those things are for the grill. I thought so. I wasn't positive on that because the grill itself looked pretty nice by itself, but that'll be a neat look. Bumper for the rear. Putting your tail lights in. Looks like they go in from the outside. That's different. I'll have to double check that before we put any cement on there. Gas cap. Wow, there we go, guys. 7 parts to construct it. 7 individual segments. Put it all together. Put some decals on it if you want. Huh. There's a little paint guide. Help you along. That's kind of cool. Wow, yeah, not a whole lot going on there. I'll set you back down. Sorry about it, the vertigo. And we're going to look at the decals. I'm really curious as to see what's in there. And there we are, guys. Wow. Okay. Not what I expected. 0 through 9 twice. That flag. An old flag. And a more modern flag. 3 of them. And General Grant. I'm sorry. I guess they couldn't go with the other fella. Oh my God, that's funny. Alright, and we have Patton, General Patton. That's funny. And General Washington. And Born Free. Alrighty. And we have an Ohio plate, 74, 1776. And a Georgia plate, which we know that one, ONH 820. That's very nice. So there you go, folks. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. This is Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.